Hey guys, so today I'm recording a video that was inspired to me by a few comments that I've gotten. I've gotten comments from moms, or well, the comments from moms will be something along the lines of, I want to go back to school but I don't know how I would do it because I work full-time and I have kids, or just students like without children saying that they have to work, so they don't know how they would go back to school, or they'll say they have a good job but it's not what they want to be doing and they want to go to school to pursue their dreams and they don't know if they should. And I've gotten a lot of comments, you know, similar to what I just said. I thought I would share a little personal experience of mine because I've actually been through just that. You guys know that before, when I got pregnant, I had to look for a job because prior to getting pregnant, I was going to school and I was working in a club. So, you know, no pregos in the club. That's just kind of weird. So I had to look for another job. And I was lucky enough, grateful, like blessed enough to find a job when I was 3 months pregnant. I had no belly then, like my belly popped at the end. So I was 3 months pregnant and I got a job, a really good job in a utility company here in New York. It had great benefits, paid training, and the pay was very good for like an entry level position. And a lot of people don't get into that company, so like you have to take a test to get in, and a lot of people don't pass that test, and you have to do like a physical, and the hiring process is just long. So when I got that job, I was like literally thanking the heavens above because it was like it was a huge blessing. But at the end of the day, I loved it and it was great and all, but it's not what I wanted to do in the long run. I knew what my passion was and what the career that I always dreamed of, and that wasn't it. I was grateful and all, but I wasn't gonna be happy there the rest of my life. So I gave birth and I had 3 months maternity leave, and I swear I've never really fully talked about like having postpartum depression, and I will make a video about that. It's just I don't know how to tackle that kind of video yet. It's kind of very emotional to me, so I'm working on it. But I got the 3 months maternity leave, and I swear one of the things that had me super stressed out and like sad was the thought of having to go back to work and leaving my baby with I don't know who, because nobody was gonna be able to watch her while I work 8-hour shifts plus the hour transportation. So I'd have had to leave her in a daycare, and not that there's anything wrong with daycare, but for me, leaving my child that couldn't talk yet and tell me if anything happened to her just stressed me out. Like it made my anxiety way too high. I don't know if I would have been able to deal with that, because I don't know all the horror stories that you hear. But anyway, that's another story. So that had me stressed out. I thought my milk was gonna dry up. Well, it would have, I feel, because I wasn't gonna get to pump at work, and all of those things, plus the fact that that wasn't my passion and I wanted to continue school. If you guys watched my telling my parents I was pregnant video, my dad made me promise him that I was gonna finish school, and there is no way in hell I was gonna be able to go to school full-time in a nursing program, work, and take care of my baby and breastfeed like I wanted to, and not have her in daycare that young like I wanted to. It just wasn't gonna be possible. So I knew I was gonna have to make some sacrifices. So during my maternity leave, I started thinking like, how can I make this work? How can I quit my job so I can finish school? And it was super stressful. Every time I thought about it, my heart would start racing and it was just a mess. But I figured I would need a plan, which is, if you're in the same position, you need a plan, because as much as we would like to just quit our jobs and that's it, we need money. We need money to survive. So unfortunately. You need a plan because you can't go hungry. So I needed a plan, and I talked to my parents about it, and I swear this was one of the biggest like problems for me, how my family was gonna react to me wanting to leave a good job. So all of my family were super excited that I got that job, but I didn't want them to judge me or think I was making the wrong decision by wanting to quit the job to go back to school. And other people's opinion really should not have affected me the way it did, but it did. Because at the end of the day, you live one life. You live one life, and if you spend your whole life working a job that you don't really like, that is so depressing. Like, that sucks. Like, you're gonna spend your one life doing something you don't want to do. That's where we spend the most time, is at work. So I want it to be something that I love, or at least like, you know. So I shouldn't have let the thought of other people's opinion or what they was gonna think get to me, and I did. But thankfully my family was really supportive. Everyone that I know was really supportive. They did ask questions, and I'm sure some people had their own opinion about it, but I know that I did what was right for me. And look, now I'm 1 year away from graduating, and let me continue because I'm getting ahead of myself. Compose yourself, Katie. Okay, so I spoke to my parents about it. They agreed to help me out. For the most part, I live in their house, so that's already a huge help. And Kevin also agreed to help me out while I finished school. So there was my support system financially. I figured I would not get everything that I wanted because I wasn't making my own money, but at least I could just sacrifice that time to go back to school and just finish up. I feel like as long as you have a plan, you can do it. And somehow I fell into the YouTube world, and for a few months now, I've made enough of an income that I don't need my parents' help financially, or Kevin's. I mean, of course, he's my baby daddy, so he still helps me, but I don't need their help. And I'm like, things have a way of just falling into place. Like, I swear to God, like I said, I've said this before on my channel, I started YouTube to have a place to save my memories of Zoe growing up and my journey through life. And it has turned into something that now I have an income from it. Like, my parents don't pay for any of Zoe's stuff or any of my personal bills. They still help me out because I live with them, but they don't give me any money for any of mine or Zoe's stuff or my bills, blah blah blah. And that's a humongous blessing to me, and I didn't think that was gonna happen. You never know what life is gonna offer you. There's other ways. I was talking to a girl who wants to go to nursing school, but she works full-time, and she has 2 kids, I believe. And I was saying, like, there's also working from home options. Like, there's a lot of different things that you can do from home, and a lot of them don't make you as much money, but it's still an income that you can have while you go to school. It's just a lot of things that can be done to pursue your dreams, and I feel like that's what's most important, being able to go after what you're passionate about, because that's kind of what life is about. Like, the thought of working a job that I don't like for the rest of my life makes me cringe, and I don't feel like anyone should have to do that. I just wanted to share that little life story experience with you guys. I hope that y'all find this helpful and or encouraging if you're in a similar situation. Remember that anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish. I truly feel that the mind is like the strongest thing in the world. You see when people like bend stuff with their minds, like they look at a spoon and they bend it? I believe in that. I want to try it. But like I feel like the mind is so powerful, and you can do anything you truly set your mind to, and that you're truly motivated and determined to do. But yeah, now I'm rambling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have like a similar story or what you thought of that experience of mine, because it was a big deal at the time to me. It truly was. But so I would love to hear from you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to me talk about my life. And for being so supportive. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss my videos, and so that you can be a part of K Nation, which are the awesomest ever, I must say. I'll see you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye.